Hello there, and a very warm welcome to another exciting edition of the program. I am Victor Matthias. Dominant ideas about masculinity and femininity set standards that are difficult to reach, particularly in the context of violence, insecurity, economic decline, high unemployment, inequality, and changing gender realities. Men and women tend to have fairly rigid and stereotyped ideas about how society expects them to behave. Well, today we will be beaming our searchlight on the realities and perceptions of being a man in Nigeria. And joining me to discuss this issue today is Jenny Chisom. Thanks for coming on board.
Thank you for time.
Okechukwu Oruruo, good day and welcome on board.
Thank you so much, Matthias.
We also have Olukaide Oguntade. Good day to you and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And you all are calling from the nation's capital, Abuja. And before we begin, let's take a look at the trending topics in the past week. Nigerians and Kenyans engaged each other in a tweet fight, and the fight was all about who is better. The Kenyans and Nigerians made mind-blowing claims to support their arguments. It was a new month and an opportunity for tweets to wish each other the best the 11th month of the year can offer. Well, happy new month to all, but let's now begin the conversation.
One speaker said that it doesn't just take it doesn't take your genital to become a man. What makes a man is actually the responsibility you are able to shoulder as a person. And to take it further, being a man goes beyond I should control my wife, I should control everyone around me. It goes beyond that. It's much more about understanding how to manage the resources you have available. Your wife is a very valuable resource around you. We have many women today, like Jenny said, who are gainfully employed, who can gainfully support their husband. But the challenge with many women is that the man failed to, many times, give them the credit that is due them. Some of us men, we are too secretive. We don't want anybody to do anything about us. Take, for instance, I've had a story of a guy whose take-home pay, I'm talking of reality now, whose take-home pay is about 120,000, and he goes on to tell the world that he earns 350. Subsequently, the demand the woman places on him is the kind of demand that someone who earns similar amount is expected to perform. So if you don't have a job, there is nothing bad about it, telling your wife, well, I've been going out, coming in with money all along, but today I don't have, my job is no more, be very open. I'm looking forward to seeing men who will be open to their wife, open to their family, let them know, see through them, and stop putting all this macho attitude. I can do it all, I can know it all. I have to be honest with you, Matthias, I feel pain at times, I cry also. Even if I do that in secret, men also cry. That's the reality.
The perception is that the man is supposed to have a job for it. I'm just taking a case study. A real man is supposed to have a job. He's supposed to be responsible. He's supposed to pay bills, and including all that other things. But the reality is that we're in Nigeria. There are no jobs. In fact, more men are getting more women are getting more privileges because, of course, there's so much talk about grants for women, girl child education, and all that. So if a man finds himself in that situation where he doesn't have a job, what is he supposed to do? Sometimes he's not supposed to even talk about it, because why should he talk about it? He should be a man and not nag. If he cries about it, it's worse. He's not supposed to cry because you're a man. So the thing is, he can decide to beat the woman who is saying, you need to get something to do. You can't leave this for me. And he becomes nagging and he beats her or takes to drugs or begins to drink. All those behaviors come by, and then the women that suffer it now say, oh, it's men, they're like this. But nobody has taught a man who he really is.
I'll start from these three words. It's money, power, and influence. Everything the two speakers have said is connected in these three words. And balancing it is even from what Sam said, men should be open to their wives, their partners, and all of that. Because the truth about it is that the pressures on us is increasing daily. The kind of demands are increasing. And you want to keep appearances, you want to showcase that you can provide and even provide extra because of that power and influence you want to exert within your community. You want to be respected. So I think being open about what you're facing would help men even more, because let's go by the scripture. You have a helper, so let the helper help you. If you do not let the helper help you, then you're not doing yourself any good. So the point here is you can make better decisions when two of you make those decisions. You can make better decisions for yourself and for your children when two of you are involved in it. So I think that's the balance that men need to start realizing, because this is the 21st century and a lot of things are changing. Technology is moving at a very fast pace. Leadership should be based on merit, not based on gender or sex or anything. It should be based on merit. Do you merit this leadership role? Yes, you get it, whether you're a man or a woman. So those are the kind of things we should be looking towards.
We don't want to make men endangered species anymore. We want men to speak up. We want to have all men can speak about what the challenges they are facing, whether it's in their health, whether it's in their careers, whether it's in family life, what it is. First is to speak up, because it makes all the things we see in society about men and about sometimes, even in traffic, you see people drive and you're like, does he want to die? Sometimes there are still out of expressions of this kind of bottled up emotions, so it affects their health, it affects their mental health. Anyway, health is in general, mental health, physical health, and then it leads to early death. And every time it's okay for us to say, the living rate, or what they call that now, life expectancy for men are lower, I think it's fine. It shouldn't be really.
All right, just hold it there for a moment. We go on a quick break and we'll come back to continue from where we stopped. Please stay with us.